Fishing news is brought to you by Navionics, Okuma, and Yozori.
Hi there, Toby Lapinski from the Fisherman magazine with this week's web video fishing forecast for New England. Honestly, all I can say is, wow, what a difference a few days of beautiful, nice weather like we've got here today can make on the fishing scene. Not that I probably got to tell you that, but last few weeks, we've seen some decent action here and there, but overall, fishing effort remained rather low, really, despite some nice weather here and there, and despite the fact there were some fish being caught. But honestly, that all changed for the better this past weekend. Perhaps due to the nice weather, maybe due to the perception of opening day of trout fishing season being the start of when everybody can get out and fish, or a little bit of both, or something else I'm not even thinking of. But in any event, from trout to striped bass and even some cod and blackfish reports, this week saw a lot of happy anglers taking advantage of some beautiful time spent outside. Let's see, we're going to start off in the Salt, where I received an email from Fisherman subscriber John Bratz on Friday. He said he was fishing out around Block Island last Thursday. He reported finding water temps around 43 degrees plus or minus, and he got into a steady bite of blackfish in, he said, somewhere in the 90 to 100 feet of water range. As he was moving deeper, some of those deeper wrecks even had some nice cod mixed in, and by his day's end, he pieced together a solid catch. Let's see, I also got word from Hilliers of some success on blackfish a bit closer to shore in those 100-foot depths off of Niantic. Now, we've only got about a week and a half left in the spring season in Connecticut, so don't delay if you want to get that spring tog in Connecticut. Next up, let's see, striped bass action continues to get better and better, with some fish starting to feed along the oceanfront with a bit more consistency. I was talking to Fisherman contributor Dave Pickering early this week, and through our communications, he confirmed for me the first few catches of confirmed striped bass in South County outside of the breachways, where guys have been seeing them for about a week or two now, but these were along the beaches. These are the usual small holdovers that we see hit those sandy beaches some point in April, with your best bet throwing the usual small single hook jigs. Fish the warmer afternoon time of the day, and a lot of times that onshore wind provides the best results. I also confirmed catches of striped bass in the middle to western Long Island Sound this week. Spoke to Captain Mike of Real Cast Charters. He said he officially began his fishing season last week with pretty good results on the large tidal rivers. He's been getting his clients into bass, both the usual jigs as well as on fast sink tip fly gear. While most of the fish expectedly have been on that small schoolie side, there have been some legit good bass mixed in. All right, moving on over to the freshwater side of things. Trout season, as I said before, opened in Connecticut, Rhode Island on Saturday, April 13th, and I pretty much received universally positive reports from everyone I spoke to. Beginning over in Rhode Island, heard from Ryan Clark, one of the talented rod builders at our new advertiser, Crafty Custom Rods. He got into some excellent trout action, catching both some brookies and a golden trout for his efforts on Saturday. And also heard from Fisherman subscriber TJ Kopecki. He fished in Lincoln Woods State Park over in Rhode Island and landed 4 nice rainbows to about 20 inches on Saturday in a hard, wind-driven rain. He did note seeing a few golden trout landed, but was unable to score one of these beautiful color variants for himself. Speaking of those golden trout, keep in mind that the DEM stocked goldens at 16 of Rhode Island's most popular trout fishing locations this year. Anglers who catch a golden trout from opening day through April 29th will receive a golden trout pin. All that you have to do is take a picture of your catch and send it to dem.fishri@dem.ri.gov. In addition, the DEM stocked one monster golden trout weighing at least 7 pounds in one of those 16 locations, while the location of this big fish is being kept a secret. If a lucky angler does happen to catch it, they will receive a special prize. The fish must be weighed at a certified official weigh station with a digital scale, and a picture must accompany the application to the email address I noted before for a state record. So good luck on that big golden. But it wasn't just Rhode Island for trout, as Connecticut's opening day provided some great action too. Heard from my friend Chris Parisi, checked in after fishing with his son Julian in the southwestern part of the state once those morning rains passed, and he got his son into a great bite of rainbows, thanks no doubt to his lucky Black Hall Outfitters hat. And I heard from my buddy Chris Wall, took his son and my godson Nathan out over the weekend a couple of times, and he showed him the ropes. Nathan ended up catching a mess of nice trout. They're fishing up in Simsbury. Pretty sure they were fishing at the Trout Park in Stratton Brook State Park, but he would not confirm for me. But if you're unfamiliar with those trout parks, give a look to the hot spots listing in the April monthly issue here in New England, as I outline the 12 designated trout parks across Connecticut, which are located in easily accessible areas to enhance trout fishing opportunities for young anglers, novice anglers, and those with mobility challenges. Now keep in mind, however, that while they put extra fish in these locations, the limit goes from 5 in most other places down to 2 fish. This is to help keep more fish in these locations and help spread the opportunity and get more anglers on the fish. And then last, but in no way least, Fisherman contributor Nick Canaris checked in over the weekend after he got back from fishing the Farmington on Saturday morning for some steady action and a pretty heavy rainfall, but he was rewarded for his efforts with a great catch, including a beautiful golden trout. He reported seeing a lot of fish landed, and several other anglers who I spoke to who also fished the Farmington reported similar stellar results up there as well. All right, well, there you have it. I'm Toby Lapinski for the New England edition of the Fisherman magazine, wishing you tight lines if you head out onto the water this weekend.